folks, how are you? My name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the creative course collab, and I'm a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack. I love to show others how to share their love of art with others. And so I guess that makes no sense, but I love sharing my love of art with you and hopefully inspiring you to share your love of art with others. That sounds better. Me and my tongue-tiedness. Anyway, today is day 18, guys. And yesterday, we got our eyes in there. We kind of fixed them a little bit. We're going to work on them a little bit more. We still have one a little bit bigger than the other one, but that's okay. Because one of my eyes is a little bit bigger than the other one, too, if you notice. Anyway, so let me do all of the sprinkling. Find me here because I asked y'all to do that, and so I would love if you would do the same for me. And so if you would sprinkle the love, I'm certainly gonna sprinkle the love. I see me live here. Let me get me out to all the places. Okay, all right, we are good to go. All right. So we are day 18. Our little girl, we base coated in pretty much everything we needed to base coat in. We've worked on the eyes a little bit, and so now we're gonna have 20 minutes of fun. Let's get us started. There we go. And let's just work on some of her facial features. And so let's get her face in there. A little bit of my cream, a little bit of orange. And today I want to add, I think I'm going to try this color and just see how that works. And if that doesn't, I'll add the darker brown. I suspect this is going to be okay for what we want to do today. We'll see. I was looking for a little better brush. Maybe this one. I need some new brushes, guys. It would just help if I wasn't like so mean to my brushes. Okay. Not really what I want, but okay. All right. It would really help if I wasn't so mean to them. Actually, I think I'll go with this one. I think this is the one I was looking for over that one. All right. Again, a little orange, a little cream to make that base coat that we started with. And I might allow the orange to just work for me for a little bit here. We want to create kind of her eyelids. It would be a little darker. I'm going to add just a little bit of that just to give me a little darker because I'm kind of hitting on the same color. So we're going to create kind of the bridge of her nose and here. Comes up to her eyebrows there. Again. Coming up to her eyebrows. This does not have to be perfect. In fact, in here it really isn't, right? And so we're not really worried too much. We're just going to put a little darker in there. We'll come in with a little bit of lighter. At this point, we just need a little contrast. That's the word I was looking for yesterday. Contrast. Remember when I was talking about the hair and I was like, what is that word I'm looking for? And I could not think to save my soul what it was. Like sometimes the brain just didn't want to go there yesterday with me. How is everybody's Thursday? I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. If you go too dark, which I just did go a little too dark, we're going to come in with a little bit of light. We don't want to make her look like she's got a dirty face, okay? But we do need to have contrast in here, and it's going to look a little funny until we get all of the colors blended well with each other and working together. Okay, so don't fret if you're like fussing with it a little bit, because that's normal. We're going to darken up the ear here. That's totally normal. Darken where that line is right there. And then in her ear, we're going to darken, you know, where all the folds are in your ear. We don't have to get all specific with it. This is not fine art. This is just fun art. And we're not gonna fret too much. I'm gonna kind of come along that hairline and drop a little bit of this darker color in there, just because it would be there. I'll do a little bit of that darker color just down around her face, kind of outlining her face a little bit, the separations. And there's going to be some hair in there, so there'll also be that it'll act as a shadow for her little trundles of hair that are coming down. Again, I'm going to just kind of come along. She's got some mouth here. We're going to just put in a little shadow around that mouth. We're making this up, guys. Just kind of think about your face and where darker and lighter happen, and just put it in. You know, the bottom of those cheeks coming up into here. This part is darker than this part, right? And so the part around your hair is darker because your hair just acts like a little bit of a shadow to it. You know, your ear, again, that ear is going to be darker. And then all down around the creases of your eye, going to be a little darker. Kind of up where your eyebrows are is a little darker. Coming down that nose. She got a cute little nose. We're going to and then her little sweet little, she looks a little like patchwork going on there. That's okay. That's what we want. We're going to add a little bit of that, go back to that base color, right? A little orange, a little cream. In my case, if you're mixing, then you know what you've mixed. So you go back to that. And this is where we're going to just kind of focus where one color meets the other. If your paint is dry, you may have to give it a little scrubby scrub. We talked about that in our last painting. Just means a little more pressure. Scrubby scrub means a little more pressure. That's all it means. And where one color is coming in there and meeting the other color, we just kind of want to get in there and blend it a little bit out. So it doesn't look like she's striped. You almost can't tell where the one color starts and the other color stops. It just kind of like happens, right? So we're going to get these colors on, and then we're going to come in with even a lighter color and do the same thing. But she's looking so cute. Look how her face is starting to come together. You can kind of see where there's, and then as we go even lighter, more into kind of just that cream color. My brush is dirty, so it has a little bit of all the things, but I kind of wiped off the darker, and then I just pick up that cream. We're just going to get even lighter. And for you, if you're mixing, you would just add a little more white. So, got a little paint booger thing there that doesn't want to give up the ghost and come on with me. There we go. Okay, we've got to put her eyebrows in. We're going to do some brightness down that nose. Now we've got to add a little darkness around her mouth here too, but I'm going to put in a little bit of a light color there. And I'm actually thinking about putting lips on more so than what my inspiration just had, like, like a little line. But I think I actually want some lips. So we're going to work on some lips here for a minute. We got time to do this. So let's just see what we can do with some lips in this case. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. So we can get this in here. All I'm doing is I'm putting a little, like, you know how your face, you have like that little V, right? I'm putting that in, and then I'm putting the lips in. And so that's all we're doing. And so her lips are going to be right in there. And then I'm going to make sure I got them even. It's a little crooked. She a little crooked. Let's see. Okay. That should do better. Okay. So we're going to put in some lips. And it's going to be a little bit hard to see until I come in with this part here. Okay. Now I'm going to come into just that cream, and I'm going to take out a bunch of that dark that I had put in just to get the shape. Again, working with those colors that we had underneath, right? Your base color. If I could get the orange to behave itself today, it'd be a lot better. But this orange wants to be like, I'm here to stay, guys. I ain't going nowhere today. There we go. Just a little bit. Her lips are coming in there. And so her lips are smallish, but I don't want huge lips. There we go. And then I'm going to use some lighter colors. And I want to build up those cheeks a little bit because I want to accent them. Come on this side and do the same. Okay. And as you do the lighter, you want to come back to that base just like we did with the dark. And put it in there. So you almost don't see where one changes to the other color. And I'm going to come back into this part here and lighten this part also because it's a little bit darker than I want. Looks like she got a dirty mouth, and she does not have a dirty mouth. So we just need to lighten that just a little bit in that area here. So it's not quite as dark. It's not perfect, but that's okay. It's better than having like a circle for a nose, right? I think anything would be better than having a circle for a nose. Who wants a circle for a nose? Okay. We're just fixing a little nose there. Okay, there's our timer. We're going to separate the lips, and then that's going to be our day today. Woo! But I feel like we did really well with getting our face in there. We still have to work on the eye a little bit, but we at least got some indication that we have a face in there. There's one thing I see I want to fix before we go, and that's right here. I want to just kind of work this in a little bit more. I think that's a little too light for where I wanted it to be. There we go. She's looking great. And I like the fact that we added lips to her and we added a little bit more of a nose than like a little bubble nose. But there she is so far. And if you join me on Friday for day 19, we will work on her a little more. So my name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, and the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack. I'm a curator for that. And so, and this is 20 minutes of painting with me. So grab your brushes, grab your paints, grab your paper, and come paint with me for 20 minutes so we can be 95% better than when we started. Have a great rest of your Thursday. I will see you at Friday at noon.